week 10, Thursday. Wrapping up the week for a lot of students. Okay. Network Essentials. We did a little bit of an IP subnetting example we looked at. I can add that at the end. We looked at if we were like an ISP and we were going to distribute some addresses. We made reference to it, but we didn't write out the TCP, IP, or the OSI models. Network services, if there's any questions, what we did was some lab work that related to those. And then we took a checkpoint exam, which overall was good overall. Here's our network. So we got the academic IT up here, and I went through some things. The students put PCs on, and we reviewed DHCP servers in here that then distribute the information. And it seemed to work for everybody. Everybody got a PC on, and they had access out. And we reviewed some of the key things. We showed excluding addresses, the network, default router, and the DNS in the DHCP. And we talked a little bit about when this PC did a broadcast looking for DHCP, and if I could maybe do this here, and then it sends the request came in here. Inside this multi-layered switch, it could find the correct DHCP to take it from based on the network that port's on. Next thing we did, I showed them, and we didn't get time to complete it, but there's 4 ports there, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I connected to port 5 with a wireless router, which is an access point, a router, and a switch. And I demoed a little bit about connecting that and using that to access the internet. The little scenario we built was like we had this business, and upstairs we have a couple people with apartments that want internet access, and we could give them access through our network. Not that you'd really want to do that, but we set it up so DHCP, we sent them an address, and then their device, gave private addresses internally, and also it did NAT. It NATed the address out to ours, so it was on our network, and then we did NAT up here out to the academic IT, and then eventually that gets from the firewall gets NATed again to a public address. We're going to leave the scenario set up for next week. We talked about Tier 1 providers, how they exchange information. They peer-to-peer, and they were payment-free. They don't charge. And then Tier 2 is kind of a mix between paying for connections and just peering. And then Tier 3, where all of us communicate in with, and we pay for those services to be connected to the internet. Yeah, so we talked about those different tiers. Okay. In the test, I told them they could skip the packet tracer activity. I gave them the answer. So on Tuesday, we should be working on Chapter 7, Security. And also, I'll run through briefly, we did a little bit of IP addressing. So I'll start a new, so I said what would happen if NIAC gave up this address. Okay, or we became part of NIAC and we were going to use this address /24 for like an ISP. Okay, so /24 means we can't change this, but we have those 8 bits. And so what I showed them, I says, well, if we went this way and said everything this direction is network, okay, so we can make separate networks, and everything this way are host. And then I drew the example. Let me see, I'll use black. So we said 00 would be a network address. 01 could be one host. 10 could be another host. And 11 is the broadcast. So this could be the IP address on the ISP side. So you got your ISP equipment here. That's supposed to be a cloud. So you have your address on this end, maybe a .1. And then on the other end, that would be a .2. So that would be their wireless device there. And then you'd have this connection going back and forth. That leaves us 2 to the 6 bits, so this would allow us to create 64 different combinations of networks for them to do. We're not going to subnet that all out, but that was an example. And that's it for today.